Hi, everybody. Welcome to Crypto Happy Hour.
Hello.
I'm Bill. This is Toby.
That's right. I'm glad you reminded me of my name.
Hi, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I'm good.
This is show number 3 for this group today. So welcome to the
very fun,
which is happy hour, which is kind of like
I need this.
Right.
It's kombucha.
So
it's healthy.
It's very healthy.
Yeah.
So we want to welcome everybody to the show on Crypto Happy Hour. We have a really calm conversation about the things that you don't know about yet, that things will help drive the market. Miss Toby on Banter Bubbles, right?
Yes.
And the roadmap in crypto, or Miss Toby is the vision in crypto, and I'm the I help plot the course.
Is that what we're doing?
Or that's what we've done for YouTube members, right? Last week was like roadmap leaked. Okay, so we talk about all things crypto. What do you need to know, right?
What do you need to know?
What do I need to know?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about what I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay,
this is a pressing concern for me.
The pressing concern is this.
Yes.
Does this thing have the ability to extend multiple days in a row? Right? In other words, is the market eating the fear as fuel?
Oh, that's a good way to
right? And then if fear appears, then, well, let's start with, that's the first question. And then I'm assuming if fear appears, like, do we have to move quickly, or do we have a little time, right? In other words, instead of taking the stairs up, are we taking the elevator up, right? They say stairs up, elevator down. I'm wondering if it's elevator up, and then I know that's not scientific, but that's what I'm sort of contemplating, and I can let you, sort of think about that. I want to welcome the members. Crypto
Steph.
Crypto Steph is here. Welcome. Can't fully read that name. Bob.
Killer Kev.
Right. Killer Kev, welcome. Bob in the house with pork chops and applesauce. Matthew, any opinion on 0x0? Not investment advice, but we like the pretty chart. Pancakes and peanut butter is in the house.
I haven't seen pancakes and peanut butter in a while.
Market update OGs in the house here at Crypto Happy Hour.
And Big Rich.
Of course, Big Rich.
Big
Miklo.
Rich. Boy, they have some stamina.
Right.
Big Rich and Bob were at our show earlier too.
Right.
So
well, they're
that's hardcore.
That is hardcore. Some of our members are sitting on chairs made out of stacked bills. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm so happy.
Right. Rocking for the last 2 weeks. So obviously we have a lot of members here, right? Please feel free to check out either Patreon, right, or YouTube Premium.
And you were saying something earlier, and this is just an aside.
Okay, go ahead.
About all of the little emojis that you made.
Uh-huh.
And so you can use them on this show too? No. That's too bad.
So
that's not fair.
Well, we'll when we have our own members, we can do that. If you're wondering what Miss Toby's talking about, Miss Toby is essentially Miss Toby is one of a kind in many ways. She's a one of a kind portfolio thinker, right? So that's what you get, the combination of the two of us in the YouTube member area. Okay, the membership is on my channel, and if you want to see the emojis, and Miss Toby has the star of the video, so she's telling you what you need to do, and then these are the different membership tiers.
They're so cute,
right? So every month you join, you'll get a new emoji by your name. Everyone will start with an orange Bitcoin, and then of course, if you want to just go emoji crazy, we've got Notorious Bill, Spartans, Longhorn Bulls, the buy button, the sell button. We have Miss Toby, right? We have
Batman.
Chopper Pilot Bill, Batman for Halloween.
They're so cute.
We have
We need
live
them on all the channels.
microphone and the chopper, as we say, get to the chopper. So, do check that out.
We need them on all the channels. They're just so cute.
One of the great things about this channel is it's free. It's free. We help people, right? I think Miss Toby likes it better because it's less PowerPoint nerdy stuff, right? Because we can.
I like just talking.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It is.
And,
figuring out
conversational.
Figuring out like what we told people a lot of good stuff about the market just from this show, right? Like,
I hope so. I hope it helps people. I mean, I try to kind of give people how I like to think of it, which I think is kind of different from the way a lot of other analysts. I mean, you say unique, I say weird,
Listen, we can call it whatever you want to differentiate it. I can tell you right now, nobody's got going on what we got going on here, period.
And hopefully it helps.
Yeah, well, I mean, it helps me, right? Like, people are listening to me, I'm listening to you. No, it's all about you, actually. It's all about you. Because, I mean, you were the one who said, this year is a repeat of last year.
Oh, and speaking of that, you asked, like, direction of the market, like your first question.
Yeah.
And so I was going to say, well, what happened in October of last year? Because we've matched up almost even dates,
right?
Exact days.
Okay,
and
well,
so let's look at Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Around the same time last year.
So this is live TA happy hour style.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we're way down there.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is Bitcoin last year. So here's the despair of the summer. Here's, the August crash, similar to our August crash. Here's your September, oh my God, similar to our geopolitical event. And then, oh, wow, look. On October 13th of last year, what did the market do? I think it started to go straight up.
Well, there you go.
Toby's like, yeah, why are you asking me? I already told you.
Well, it's just funny that,
Right.
It's matched up sometimes on, to the day. So it's funny that you pulled up October 13th and that just happened to be.
Right. And one of the things that was interesting about this is that, the first big run up in Bitcoin back then, it ran up and came back down.
Mm-hmm.
So people didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Right. Because you wiped out the whole summer decline.
Yeah.
Then it sat for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is really interesting, right? We saw this in DGen.
Yeah.
It goes up, it sits, and then if nothing scary happens, or if something scary happens and it's really not that scary,
mm-hmm.
It's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it looks like we're heading there. And then I see, November really, after the election, that's when I really see it start going. What do you say? Parabolic? Is that your word?
Parabolic, Big Rich calls it the banana curve, where,
Okay.
That's a similar shape to a parabola. There's not a lot of people looking for banana zone. And even if they are,
Wow, that's a pretty curve.
Yeah, that's not what I meant to draw something else.
That was a good one. I liked it.
Okay. All right. Well, I was trying to match up this year and last year. We'll have to work on that.
Yeah, but look how much happened after October 13th.
Right. Yeah, it was.
Look at all of that. So pretty sure that's what we can expect. And then see, I think wasn't there a dip right around Christmas time?
Right. That was the January 1st.
Through January 1st.
That was the tax taking profits. Everybody was like
way back up again.
Right. Everybody was sell the fact on the ETF, and yeah, this is what you got last year with sell the fact. You got green. So I mean, if Miss Toby's telling you, don't be afraid, that's pretty much what she's been telling me. You know, I mean, I see this geopolitical stuff. It gets more serious every time they talk about it, but that's not a reason to stay away from the market.
Well, and we had that through here too. I mean, it would be interesting, you know, from a nerdy historical kind of perspective if you wanted to, but to go back and look at all of those historical events.
You mean like other geopolitical events or other elections?
No, I'm just saying through last year.
Oh, I see. Through the last year, all the scares.
Like how many almost World War IIIs did we have? Couple. At least two or three.
At least 2 or 3, right?
Yeah. It didn't really seem to matter. So that's why I don't really get turned around about that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, the market climbs the wall of worry, and now it could banana zone up the wall of worry. Because, I mean, basically what you just told me is, you know, this market hasn't really been able to sustain multiple up days. Like, you know, you haven't seen, like, you'll see 1 or 2 big up days, but then that's it. It fizzles. Mm-hmm. Okay. October, January, we already talked about this. I can already tell, like, I know I'm trying to stop the screen share. Forgive me.
He's having some mouse issues. Is that over today?
Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties here with the mouse. Trying to stop the screen share so we can go back to talking. You're telling me what I've been telling people, except you're telling me more directly, that not only is this like last year, not only should you not be afraid, but if there's anything to be concerned about, it's about not having enough risk on or not having enough in your shopping cart.
Yeah.
You mentioned Black Friday earlier, like you're putting things in your cart, you're just putting them in there because if you leave them out there, someone else will get them. Is that the idea behind Black Friday back in the day?
Yes.
I used to do Black Friday. So yeah, you better get it while it's hot.
I do think, and now, you know, you looked at the dates there, because I've been saying I really think after the election is when we'll really see some big, because all of that, you know, worry will be over. But the interesting thing that I feel is happening too is that the worry is really far in advance of the actual event, and people worry about it so long that before the event even gets here, they
get exhausted.
Yeah, they're just exhausted, and they're like, screw it, you know, and they do it anyway. So, you know, I think that's
crypto.
Kind of,
it's very crypto.
Yeah.
To start moving in front of an event.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, I think even prior to the election, we'll probably still see movement, and that's why I was curious about that. We didn't have an election last year, but again, you know, my main point is that, you know, it's we're decoupling, so none of that really matters, you know.
Okay. Big Rich, a member, wants us to check DJT.
Oh, I was like, okay. That's been doing really weird because it was like dead, super dead, right? And then
this
came back and now it's dying again.
Well, this is the stock. This is the media company stock.
Oh, okay.
Of the Orange Man.
I thought this was the meme coin.
No, this is not the meme coin. We can do the meme coin next.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I will if you want, because you know. But I wasn't.
Okay, and I got to remember Eagle King. Tell you what, without Toby Ward and Eagle King, this doesn't happen. Okay. So that's DJT. I don't know, man. It's headed for a resistance zone. The extent of the giving up here, it's like it is in the meme coin, right? It's just people just completely packed it in. And Big Rich wants to know what beverage you have.
Oh, it's a margarita flavored kombucha, pineapple, margarita kombucha.
Pineapple margarita flavored kombucha.
Yeah. So it's healthy.
Very healthy.
Yeah.
Right.
Not tequila tonight. I did tequila last week.
Okay.
Yeah, switch it up. I
Right.
mean, tequila is my favorite, but yeah. I feel like when I drink kombucha that I'm doing something that's healthy, and I don't get sick.
And it's fun. Right. Well, kombucha is definitely in order after 3 shows. So just to, just to,
I know, right? Oh,
you
let's
know,
have another step.
it's like, we generate a lot of information, and the good news about the information that we generate is that it's very actionable quickly, right? In other words,
Yeah.
Miss Toby is into the energy of the moment. That's what she calls it. Her tool of choice for anybody who's new is Banter bubbles. Okay. This is how a lot of our sector work gets done. Oh my God, there's Aiken, Turbo the Turtle, up 32%.
Yeah.
Go, brother.
Look at all those meme points, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Well,
and you know what? And what we're really seeing, interestingly, is that the meme coins are, and I think you said this too, that the meme coins are pulling the market up. They're like the early indicators. And so it's interesting if you look at the meme coins that are on here, a lot of these have been around for quite a while.
Right.
And so
SPX, all the coins that were 1 year old that everyone gave up on.
Yeah, and we're seeing them in our member area. We've been talking about a lot of them that kind of look dead, and then they're like,
well, we talk
coming back to life.
Right, and it's a value-added thing we can tell people on this show, and it's in the member area specifically. But this is not the time to give up on stuff that hasn't moved.
Yeah.
If anything, based on the work that that we did, you gave me, it was like, I don't know, it was like everything that's still down can still wake up.
Yeah.
And there have been instances where things have woken up, like SUI or DGen.
Well, DGen, I think, is a big surprise of that because it looked dead for a long time.
Right.
And I was really, I really liked the coin, but I almost gave up on it, because it was looking pretty sad. So, yeah, I mean, it depends on the chart in a particular coin. I don't think everything's going to come back, but
Right.
But a lot are. But even more exciting is, some of the new stuff that's coming out. I mean, I'm probably, I find at least one new interesting project almost every single week that we come on, for the show. And so that's super exciting because that's even more fun.
Right. Well, from a nerd perspective, if people are willing to pay $200 million in market cap for like Retardio, as an example, that means when new tech projects come out, even if they come out at, higher valuations than other coins in there, if they're exciting and they're hot and they're good, if we're paying $200 million for, or $100 million for, or $50 million for Goat coin, there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, this changes the value. Toby's been talking about new tech for a while. Everyone thinks that everything that's been invented has been invented.
Oh no, we're just at the beginning, right? So since we're talking about that, do you want to go to some small caps?
Yeah. Share the screen. Okay, so now we're going to for anybody who watches the market update, this is the unhinged version of live TA. So here's 800 to 900 market cap. Okay.
Well, there's Gelato. That's one that I was looking at earlier this year. So let's pull that chart up. Oh, look at that. So what do we got? Oh, 1 day? Yeah, they don't have 3 month anymore. They changed it. This one, 3 month. Oh,
okay. So that's.
You want to go to CoinGecko?
Yeah, so that's how far down it is. Right. If you go to 3 months,
I like 3 months because I think it's easier to see a longer trend.
Right? It's just, you know, like the whole market, there's a whole swath of the market that looks like this. That's like way down. And then, you know,
Is that 1 year?
that's 1 year.
What's the 3 months?
I think the
They
3
look
months,
the
the
same.
3 months and the 1 year is the same. Okay, if you go over here, I don't know.
There, yeah. Let's do the charts here. Isn't it the first one?
I mean, can it get any more beat up than this?
Mm.
And the thing that's amazing is that, you know, this whole green area is the discount zone.
Yeah.
And that's Luxalgo piling in, buying today.
Mm.
Right? So, you know, you just witnessed the magic, right? Toby goes, you know, that looks interesting. And then we go over here and some machine, something is happening, right? So
yeah, it's because, you know, I have AI in my head. So who knows how that works.
She actually does. Wait until YouTube figures it out. Like Big Rich Joseph Green is here from Brazil. Welcome.
Ooh,
right? Yeah, you guys.
I want to go to Brazil.
Yeah. Well.
So let's look at this big giant one. These are always fun. It's gone up 129% market. Parallel AI. Oh well, you know I like AI stuff.
I don't know if it's a brand new coin or not.
It looks like it might be, but
no. It's got 3 months of history. Well, I guess it just goes to show, folks, that it actually came out, I think, in September. Mm-hmm. Okay. It just goes to show that in artificial intelligence, if you have a catalyst, you have a massive rally. Okay, Aiken is here. That's Turbo, the turtle guy.
Hello.
Hello, Aiken. Let's get back up here.
So that looks interesting.
That does look interesting. Okay. Let's get back up here and see what Aiken is saying. Aiken is asking, how much do you think total crypto market cap value for memes are going to be in this cycle?
Well, that's a technical question.
Right.
I only have feelings. Bill has to interpret that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh.
Okay. Well,
I think, but I do think, I think there's going to be trends. So I don't know what that means, total market cap, but okay. That's percentage of the total market will be invested in meme coins. Is that what you mean by that? Or what he means?
That is close. Okay. So
it's close is good for me.
I mean, basically what he's saying is, yeah, I mean, what's going to be the total value of meme coins?
Okay.
Okay. So I can start.
And knowing the total value of meme coins, how does that help you in deciding how to invest?
Okay. All right. Well, let's answer that.
Yeah.
Let's answer that.
I don't mind asking dumb questions.
You know, there are no dumb questions. There are only dumb answers. Paraphrasing what my karate instructor used to tell me.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the answer to Aiken's question. So this is a teacup and handle in total crypto market cap, except, you know, it basically encompasses the last 3 years.
Oh, that's 3 years?
Okay, let me do monthly. Just bear with me, folks. This is worth sticking around for. So that's total crypto market cap on a monthly basis, right? This is a giant teacup and handle. Total crypto market cap, so total of Bitcoin plus everything else is about 2.3 trillion. All right. And this teacup and handle shows you the total crypto market cap
For
could-
Bitcoins?
for everything. This is the entire market
Okay.
could travel this distance from that point higher.
Okay.
So that means total crypto market cap could get to 5 trillion.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that probably means 3 trillion for Bitcoin,
Mhm.
and probably 2 trillion for altcoins.
And what
Right.
about meme coins?
Well, right now altcoins are about 624 billion. So I would say that probably means altcoins would be worth, meme coins would be probably worth 1 trillion.
Okay.
If you want real FOMO, it's 5 trillion, right? Like Bitcoin,
It's too much
altcoins,
math
meme
in my
coins.
head.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No. I'm saying it's like altcoins could wind up being 20% of a $5 trillion market cap.
All coins are meme coins.
Meme coins,
Meme coins. Okay.
right?
That
So
sounds about right.
yeah. So if things get wild, now of course, I don't know if that's going to all be frogs and dogs and cats.
And
That may
brand
be
new one. I mean, look how many new ones
the-
we came out with last fall, right?
right.
There's always new ones. But it is interesting to see some of these stronger ones. Like I really thought Pepe was dead. And you remember when I picked Pepe when it very first
was a
came
micro
out.
cap, right?
Yeah. And but I'm like, oh, that's overplayed. But somehow a lot of these just keep coming back.
Pepe was up 10% today.
And there's one of Bill's favorites, POPCAT. He loves
Right.
his POPCAT.
Right. Well, you picked POPCAT, right?
I did. It was
it's-
one of the ones that I liked too. So
Right. You picked POPCAT. POPCAT made its way to the top of the premium zone. I mean, whatever the coins have done, it's about leadership, right?
mhm.
Like last year, it was Solana, right? If you followed Solana, and then you followed everything that followed Solana, you just printed.
Yeah.
This year, it'll be the SUIs, the AEROs, the TAUs, and the meme coins,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
think
you
especially those others.
I mean, you looked at SUI last week, right? And you were like,
Oh, before last week, we've been talking about SUI for a couple weeks.
right, but you looked at it and you were like, oh, that's cute at 2. Oh, it's probably going to 5 or something like that, right? You're
Mhm.
just like, one of those matter of fact things that you say. And I'm just like, oh my God, people are out of their mind for SUI now. I mean, if SUI went to 5, it would take the whole rest of the market with it, just like Solana did, which is what you say. So the way this all works, these people are wondering out there on TV, like she'll say something or we'll have a discussion and I'll look for what she said in the charts and it can show up anywhere from 5 minutes later to 5 weeks later. And I'll go, oh, there it is.
Well, not usually 5 weeks. I think
Oh,
typically you figure it out sooner.
well, I'm a man, so I work on a little bit of an intellectual delay.
No,
Right?
it's not that. Your intellect is fine. It's just that I'm not working from intellect, right?
Right.
This is all the mystical mayhem, right? And that's why you're here, to translate the woo.
Right. So sometimes it takes me a while to translate. Like, this year will look like last year. You told me that in March.
And you believed it in July. No, I think it was July.
Well,
In July,
I
think
didn't.
you said
I
to me,
now
think
understand
it's
how
good.
right you can be, because I didn't know. I thought that meant a boring sideways summer. I didn't know that meant a boring sideways downward summer
Mm.
with a side order of despair and just.
But once you saw it, that was the great thing, right? Because once you saw it, then you're like, oh, I get it. And then you, over the worst of the despair, you were able to keep positive. And I know there were a few times you said to me, I feel like what you call bull card, is that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I was getting called out everywhere because, you know,
and now
I
you can laugh at those people.
right now I can laugh. Basically, I made a decision for the guys in our Patreon who keep us going here. That's the QR code. I just decided in the summer I wasn't going to get bearish. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people pounded the table. You know, I definitely had egg on my face. I just didn't care because I'm like, I just thought to myself, like, does anybody remember the ranges, the declines, does anybody even remember like when does anybody remember Nvidia when it went down in 2019? Does anybody even, is that even a thing? No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares, right? What people care about.
And there's so many people. Oh, sorry.
All right. So we do have one of our members requesting SUI. So let's put that chart up.
SUI's doing so good. Yeah, and I think, when you hear all these people being all bearish, it's so easy to be bearish because the market fluctuates, right? And they're like, see, I was right, it went down, but they don't even care that it went down for 2 seconds. If you pull out and look at the year and then go, how hard is it to not be bullish when you look at it over a year or 2 years or 3 years?
You can get a lot of attention being bearish.
Yes.
It's useful on Twitter. I only do it if it's like something serious like FTX and I have to get people out of the way.
Yeah.
That's how the legend of the sheepdog was born. I read the prayer of the sheepdog on the air, and then the market fell apart. This year, I think it's the reverse. Basically, I'm praying to get you in.
I know, because like SUI. Okay, so how long are we looking here?
So this is back to March.
Okay.
So SUI took out its March high. Now it's coming back down and retesting it.
So like 3 weeks ago was where? That's right.
So a month ago, SUI was at
it was around
$1.
My birthday. Yeah.
Right. So a month ago, SUI was at $1.
It was around my birthday when we first started.
So
yeah, it's just gone.
It's the rounding
Is that
bottom.
A banana? Is that what you would call a banana?
That's the banana, right? This is. I might be able to draw the banana. So this is. Well, I can't draw a banana.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So there's a question about. I think everyone wants in. So when everyone wants.
Too late to get into SUI?
No, I don't think it's too late. I just think you have to manage the correction, right? So each bar is 89 minutes.
Okay.
I don't think we've ever done tactical stuff on here before, but a lot of times after the market goes up, it becomes a very tactical game.
Okay.
So this is a prior high,
yeah.
Right? So a lot of times you break out, you retest the prior high. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's $2.15.
Like that's what it's doing, right?
Right, and then equilibrium is like 205. So we were talking about this on the market update.
If it goes down to the previous high or below, which it's almost at, then that's another good time to buy.
Right, because what could happen is everybody might think it would stop here, mm-hmm. and then it doesn't, and they flush people out. Mm-hmm. They flush out like all this FOMO.
Okay.
And then it'll come down here, and people will panic, and then smart players will just scoop it up.
Okay, so you're looking for it to hit that.
The equilibrium zone is 205, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, that's...
But, I mean, if you really believe in the project, I mean, if there's a dip, take it. Eat the dip.
Eat the dip. So, you've been told to
buy some chips, eat the dip. Lay's, I love Ruffles. I don't eat a lot of potato chips, unfortunately.
Well,
they don't agree with me. But I did. There's something about the waves in them that make them crunchier and tastier. Are you a Lay's, Ruffles, Pringles? Oh my God, when I was a kid, like Pringles were the best. And Bugles.
Bugles, I remember.
Yeah, you would put them on your fingertips like you had fingernail and you off. Yeah.
I did do that.
No, that was a girl thing.
I like my jalapeno potato chips. I like bougie potato chips,
Okay.
right? That's
I don't know. I can't eat them anymore.
some like it hot. Um, okay. All right. So we have another member request.
Okay, let's get these members taken care of. We like to take care of our members.
Right. So just so you know, these guys are members. The membership is on the Crypto Noble channel. Okay. So here's a 4-hour chart of a meme coin. Let me bring up the website.
Oh, look how cute he is. She. I think it looks like a boy wolf to me. Is that a wolf?
The last Inu. It's a dog, I think.
It's a dog?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a
Okay.
wolf.
So,
Okay.
so this classic meme coin, right? Go up, crash,
They bring it out, run it up,
drop it,
sell, run it up, sell.
you know, kill it, bury it, and then it rises
So-
again.
Yeah, so how
It has a $3 million.
Is this a 24-hour?
This is apparently a new coin that goes back to June.
Oh, okay.
So it has
So it's been
right.
at the bottom for a long time.
So it's got a $3 million market cap. It's got 320,000 in liquidity. So that makes it very risky for everyone out there. All right. So just be advised. Okay. However, you know, there is a case to look into coins that have dropped dramatically, right?
There is.
You know, our member portfolio was full of them. So just in case you're wondering, over on the other channel, you know, we have like a portfolio show. So it's like this show, slightly more PowerPoint than we wanted for the pilot. But, you know, we're taking sector reports.
Yeah,
and
that's
we're making
what's really
it easier
fun.
for people, right?
That's what's really fun is because, yeah, we're making it easier because we're simplifying things.
Right.
But we're really going in depth into the sectors,
Right.
right, and trends that we see coming up. And we talked about 2 that I see coming up very soon that are super exciting, and so probably do some reports on those.
Right. And we didn't get to talk about it much on the portfolio show because we were too busy with
The portfolio.
the portfolio. Right. But we're positioning that as boys against girls. So
what did you say, Billie Jean King?
Right, Billie Jean King and some guy nobody's remembers because he lost. Billie Jean King was a female tennis player in the 70s that, you know, beat some dude, I think, on Wimbledon.
Bobby Fischer, I'm thinking of. He was a chess player.
Yeah.
See,
no, that guy, nobody.
Bob something, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows who he is. I mean, yeah, he just disappeared into the annals of history. So the way that portfolio works is that Toby's got like more specific sector-based work. And mine is more like, you know, if all I had was Coinbase, this is what I would do. And we do the Lux Algo TA, and, you know, we take requests from members. You know, we're going to have, we do a little bit of that on this show, but, you know, we want to do.
So it's like this, but more detailed and kind of on steroids. Right. So if you like this, it'll be like that, but.
Because we take the general market view, right? Like, this year will look like last year. SUI is Solana. You know, the event in November, people, I mean, it's like literally everything you've told me, right? You know, I'm also starting to wonder about the holidays. If somebody's going to start accepting crypto, you know, like Litecoin's 13-year anniversary was today. You know, I don't know if crypto, it's called the digital cash theme. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know Litecoin
has been very sad because I really expected a lot more.
But like, you know, take an example of like Bitcoin Cash.
Another one that's really, really sad. I would like to see it. I don't know if it doesn't feel like it's going to happen this Christmas because I feel like there'd be a lot more hype around it if it was.
Okay.
But next Christmas,
Next Christmas, huh? All right. So
I think that could happen.
if you're into Bitcoin Cash, I mean, this was trapped in fear about Mt. Gox.
Mount what?
Mt. Gox was a crypto exchange in 2014.
Hmm.
Basically, when there was like only a handful of cryptos.
Mhm.
There's a lot of this out there that's going to be unlocked and sold, but that was delayed. So Bitcoin Cash today, Lux Algo came in, it was up like 10%. So, this is just another example of dead stuff that's waking up.
Yeah.
And I have to share the screen.
Yeah. Oops.
Right.
I love when you talk about it and we're sitting here staring at the screen going,
Mhm,
and the audience is just looking at us going,
It's like the
"What?"
Muppet Show, right? Nobody remembers the Muppet Show.
I want to be the chef guy. He was my favorite.
I like Dr. Bunsen Honeydew because I kind of look like him now, so it fits.
Because he was bald headed.
Right.
Yeah.
He was with Beaker.
Okay.
And nobody knows what we're talking about. We'll have to Google
Nobody
it.
knows the Muppet Show?
I don't know.
It was so cute. I loved it.
I did too.
Okay.
My older brother told me all about it. I never got to see it because I was, wasn't born yet. But anyway, whatever. Reruns, right.
On Hulu.
All right. So we're going to go look at big meme coins now because Toby hates meme coins.
That's not true. I just don't. I don't.
Doesn't want to get in trouble with meme coins.
No, it requires too much babysitting. So for me, meme coins feel like the minor children or teenagers,
Right.
Less mature, harder to handle, and you got to watch them all the time. I like to invest in projects that I feel have long-term potential. That's my favorite.
Right, and that's a key. It's a key tenet.
Meme coin.
And it's a key tenet of the show. I mean, people come to crypto because they hear about the meme coins.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're new and you haven't done the meme coins and you don't know what you're doing, feel free to try it. It's like Vegas. But the thing that's funny is most of crypto hasn't done anything. I know I've said that like 3 times already, but we just got done with this whole show that we did for members. And we can help you guys out by telling you this. Most of crypto has not done anything. Like if you look at
there is so and that's what's really exciting. And that's what if the market is boring and nothing's going on, okay, go play with the meme coins here. But right now, because we're preparing for a critical juncture of it really, the whole market really exploding, right? So do you really want to play with those? This should be the time where, this could be our last low for a long time. So do you want to be messing around with meme coins, or do you want to, do it if everything else is really secure. But there's so many, like you said, there's so many opportunities of these coins that have been just laying low for months and months and months. And they're probably a lot of them are going to hit their March highs.
Yeah, I got to unpack what you just said, right? In other words, so let's come off the screen share.
I do like BONK though. It's so cute.
Yeah, BONK, PEPE. It's all going to follow POPCAT, right?
Yeah.
So the fear is the distraction. That was the first one. The second distraction could be the euphoria from the meme coins. In other words, there's nothing, right? In other words, if everybody only chases meme coins, they may miss something epic happening in areas of the market where there's much less downside. The great news about meme coins is you could get a 10x easily. You could also lose half your money overnight. In the rest of the market, right, since most of it is still coming off of its lows, you want to have fun with meme coins, but you don't want it to be a complete distraction.
Yeah. And I think this is the interesting thing. I think talking about the narratives and the stories that have played out in crypto, I think what pushes the meme coin craze is somebody hears a story about someone who, like 100x or 1,000x on some stupid meme coin, right? that is no longer available, but it had its moment in the sun, and so there's this idea that you can go into crypto and make a whole bunch of money really quickly. And so these people are distracted from the long-term potential by looking for these quick wins. And that's why it's like a teenager. They want that adrenaline hit now. They don't want to wait and, for the benefit. And then oddly, that same narrative, right, is against people who aren't in crypto that keeps them out is that, oh, it's too speculative. Oh, I don't know what it is. Oh, and they only see the dark side of the meme coins. And the truth is that if you know something about the market with just a little bit of investigation, you can see that that's neither one of those stories are the truth, or are they even examining its potential.
Right. If we go over here, I'm going to share this. I'm going to share the screen.
Okay. Because I think you hear, this is why you like the meme coins too. You're always hearing about from someone that, made a whole bunch on some meme coin, and it's like chasing cocaine, which was just on the screen. So that's a meme coin.
So, I think this was Ethereum based. Okay. I'm not sure how far it goes back, but I know there was a meme coin, SPX, right, that currently has a $745 million valuation.
Oh, God. That's just...
Okay. But these guys earned their money because they sat with this thing almost totally dead, I believe, for an extended period of time. Right. I mean, this was dead for a year or more. It went up. It had its moment in the sun. Now, of course, you can't even see that now, right? I mean, this is what SPX looked like before. This is your normal meme coin, okay, all the way up, all the way down, and then it went up and crashed again, and then it went straight to the moon. Now, these people, just so you know, this is an example. Like if you go to the website, this is what you would call a cult coin.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ridiculous, right? It's, attracting attention with an anime girl. And these people tweeted and pushed and commented, and this community pushed it to the point where, they earned it, is what I'm trying to say. They earned it. It's ridiculous, but it eventually caught on.
Well, it's interesting because you're using the word community in a completely foreign way for me to think about it,
Well,
because I'm thinking, because I'm saying the future trend with meme coins and NFTs are going to be like these communities that are around something, and I use Taylor Swift just because, she has a huge community everywhere, right? And it's not just but I mean, that's an actual community because they're around something, which is her music and her personality and everything. And I don't understand how you can have a community around just a silly coin,
Okay, well, that's a good point. I think they don't call them communities. It's like a cult coin is what it is. No, it's people join. And they join, it's like a club. So
is this the GOAT one?
Yeah, this is the GOAT coin that's now at 165 million. I think, I don't know if the website is up yet.
Oh, is this on Pump.Fun?
Yeah, it was Pump.Fun.
Yeah, we played with that.
Right.
Remember? I was like, let's go create a coin.
Here's the GOAT coin. The Eagle King is just going to smack me.
But they just pump and dump all the time.
Right, but this one pumped
broken out.
This one pumped to 150 million.
Yeah.
So if you can take the GOAT coin, right? I could show Twitter, but I'm not sure if the picture would be well received by trust and safety. it literally is a cult coin coming from some video game, and it was promoted by AI. Point is, when you have stuff like this go to 150 million, like the speculative fever, right? In other words, it's kind of funny. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I'm such a boomer, but the tech part of crypto used to be exciting. Now it's the boring part of crypto. In order to wake up the boring part of crypto, you had to wake up the meme coins.
Yeah,
right?
but why do you think it's boring? See, I don't think it's. I
No, I
think the
don't.
tech is exciting, but I'm a techie, geeky girl. So.
Right, but that's what I've been telling people on the market update, that the tech is not boring. People have completely ignored it, assumed it's dead. It's kind of like the question we got earlier. People are assuming that meme coins are going to be the whole market. That's not true.
Oh, that's yeah, and God forbid, I hope that doesn't.
Well,
and it makes sense when you said 20%. That makes sense to me, and that seems much more reasonable and sustainable. Because here's the thing: if meme coins are the majority of the market, it is not sustainable, and it will not be a good thing. It just won't. Because for me, the whole point of it is the technology,
right.
And the bigger the meme coins come as a, percentage of the market, that means less serious tech is getting involved. And then, I see it all fizzling out. It has to. It has to continue to develop technology. All of that is necessary.
The tech is on sale. Right. Yeah. And meme coins will eventually be used as money, social tokens, celebrities. I remember sitting here, like, where were you when Toby Ward said celebrity meme coins, when like Mother and Daddy and all this like crazy stuff was out? You looked at me and said celebrity coins when celebrity coins were about as unpopular and had as bad of a reputation as you could get. And guess what? It's all going to happen. If you can wake up these cult coins, it's like you said, if you can wake up a cult coin to $750 million, what are you going to do with actual communities?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're talking about multi-billion.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. And that's what's really exciting about the gaming thing too. And I think we'll probably see more of it. But there's another way where you can have, which is one of the reasons I brought up like Alice, because there's like NFTs on there. There's a lot of stuff which is good, but also makes it more challenging, that, but to me, that's like the beginnings of really building a community that's around something where you can do things.
Right. Metaverse gaming.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I see, the meme coins are fun right now, but I just feel like they're going to morph into something else, But the unfortunate thing is, like, at a time like now, don't distract yourself. There's nothing wrong with, playing around with meme coins. I know you like to. But it's easy to get distracted and miss out on these other, tech solutions that will go up much more.
And I think everybody's forgotten about Bitcoin. And it's funny, right before we came on the air, I think the Eagle King sent me something from Blackrock, right? Blackrock came out and said, I'm going to share this. Remember how we were talking? Remember you told me ETH wasn't dead? Blackrock CEO Larry Fink says the role of Ethereum as a blockchain can grow dramatically, with every crypto dimwit telling us it's over for Ethereum.
Well, that's why nobody should listen to them. They should just listen to
you. and you, right? They should listen to us because, Larry just told you, he made a statement about Bitcoin today where he said Bitcoin is its own asset class, which is your decoupling statement said differently.
Yeah, because a year and a half or so ago, maybe longer, we were talking about it, and you're like, well, Bitcoin does this and then I'm like, no, it's going to be the decoupling. They're all going to move separately now. And that's what makes it really fun. You don't need the meme coins because there's so many other things to watch for, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, if you have $750 million meme coins, right?
Mhm.
And Larry Fink just bull posted Ethereum.
Mhm.
I mean, if you had said to somebody before the ETFs a year and a half ago that BlackRock would come out and bull post Bitcoin and Ethereum on the same day, and you asked them what would happen to the market thereafter, they would tell you the market would go to the moon.
Mhm.
Now I think these bull posts have come out. Yeah, they had a little bit of an impact, but either people are distracted, or I think what happened to people is that they got bored and wounded.
Mm.
Right? They need
Over
you to
the
play.
summer.
Yeah.
They're waiting for a bigger move, and then they're all just fumbling. Yeah.
Right. But you know, I don't know. They need a sound healing or some yoga or some kombucha because they're all
Yes, everybody get your kombucha.
they're all afraid. Now, and I'm not dissing people for being afraid because you know.
No, it's really hard. I think, you know.
I'm on social media holding Patreon together. You know, I'm taking it on the chin for guys who, you know, like I said, who made a good name for themselves being negative. And frankly, I think those guys, correct me if I'm wrong, or at least I'm talking my book here, I think they're going to have a tough time getting themselves turned around, right? They're going to have a tough time going from being negative to, excuse me, from being bull tar. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what you're going to have to be. That's what I'm getting. Like, when I say to you, can this thing go up 3 days in a row or whatever? And you go, yeah, okay. I mean, you didn't go, no, right? You were like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, timing is one of the hardest things, you know, to make any kind of a prediction on, as far as exact timing or length of it, because it, you know, it's just it moves in a particular pattern, right?
Right.
But you know, time is a construct. Let's not get too metaphysical.
Yeah, no.
So that's always much more challenging. But yes, will it be the next 3 days? Yeah, but maybe also no. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah, or maybe we can do it in 3-day spurts. This is one thing I was thinking, right?
yeah.
In other words, in technical analysis, which is based on nature, things happen in threes. So perhaps maybe what we're saying here is that when the market goes up, like one up day, like Larry will come in and bull post it and it'll turn into 3 up days. You know, 3 up, 1 down, 3 up, 2 down, 6 up, 4 down.
Yeah.
That's kind of how, I mean, that's just the first thing that pops into my mind after listening to your answer.
That sounds really, really likely too.
All right. So people,
because also with energy waves too, it's you're talking days, but those same patterns can go in hours or weeks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can be stretched or they can be compressed. You know, the energy is going to move the way the energy is going to move, and that's what I'm talking about. When I look at things, I just see that. I see like the pattern and the movement. I feel it in a way, you know. But
because I've noticed lately, you only really get 1 down day. You know, you can get. It used to be you get 3 down days and 1 up day, right? Now it's the reverse.
Yeah.
Like you get 1 ugly down day, which was Sunday night, right? Like I posted a video when to sell. That was the most popular recorded video I've ever done out of the gate. Everyone's talking about selling. Meanwhile, you're going to start moving higher in these potentially, like you said, 3-day, 3-hour, right? And eventually around the event in November, probably 3-week increments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I think that is a beautiful place to leave it.
It's going to be fun.
So
I hope everybody stays with us.
We thank everybody for being here. Don't forget to check out YouTube memberships. If you like this show, You're going to love the YouTube member area where we are cranking out sectors, portfolios. This is kind of like the behind the scenes show where you get the special clues, but the special clues are also going to get melded into the portfolio show because we're going to make that PowerPoint and conversational because we're going to have AMAs in there as well.
Yes.
So,
and coming soon, for those of you who are not yet members, but we're going to be picking a winner to celebrate our first month.
right?
And that winner gets what? Yeah. Show us what they get.
Behind door number 1 is a Zoom call with me and Toby, where we can discuss anything from crypto to recipes to your personal life. It's not investment advice or psychology, but you know, we'll be here.
I was trained to be a therapist, so I can answer. I can solve personal problems.
Right. Well, that's why cryptotherapy.
Or I'll play my bowls, you know.
Right. Yeah, we have a wide variety of things here for cryptotherapy.
Whatever you want to do.
All right. So that's it for tonight, folks. That is the triple header. 3 shows tonight. We will see you next week.
Bye.